good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
Race number 5 on the card is at 10 to 3, 14:50. So 10 minutes before 3 o'clock is when race 5 will run. It's the contact 031 314 1902 for Gallop TV information, merit rated 69 handicap. I'll give you that telephone number again because it's quite an important telephone number if you want some information on Gallop TV. It's 031 314 1902. The race is going to run over 2,000 meters, a 69 handicap again, where the average rating is 63. So it doesn't make it any easier for us to try and predict the outcome, but we'll certainly try. Rahil, a horse like Manhattan Cafe, and I want to start with him because he's only had 2 runs. Yes, he's just won his maiden, 26 days ago to be exact. He's been rated 72, he's neatly drawn, Donovan Dillon knows him. I think he's a horse that could go on to win a few races. His form lines are sparking up well. There's been 9 runners for 2 winners out of his debut run, 6 runners, 2 winners out of his second start. It could be more, that's the immediate runners, 2 winners. He's been drawn wide on both occasions. He gets a good draw this time. Could I be clutching at straws, or could he be above this field and could he win again?
Warren, he could certainly be above this field, and personally, Manhattan Cafe is a horse that has the most scope for improvement in this lineup, and as you mentioned, you aren't wrong at all for fancying his chances in this lineup. He's only had 2 starts to date, and as you touched on, he's had bad draws to contend with. He returns from a 26 days since his last run, so he will be fit for this effort. He's neatly drawn in gate 3, 56.5 on his back, and he's the second favorite in this lineup. A bit surprising that horse number 1, King's Cove, is the favorite in this race at this early time of recording, but I definitely believe that Manhattan Cafe should go off the favorite in this lineup, and he could possibly be the one that they all have to set their sights on. Horse number 2, Karari's Cowboy, I've made him a suggested place accumulator banker. I don't really like going with horses straight out the maidens, therefore I've gone with the 2, Karari's Cowboy. He gets on well with Keegan DeMello. 2 wins from the 5 times that Keegan DeMello has ridden him. He enjoys the course and distance. 2 wins from his 7 tries over the course and distance and 2 thirds. He's neatly drawn in gate 2. Last time out, he took on a lot stronger than what he does meet in this lineup. The average rating in that race was a 78. The average rating here is a 63, so it is quite a step down in class. And Karari's Cowboy, at around 9 to 2 in the market, I think he could possibly be right there at the business end of things. And maybe if you do fancy the chances of the 3, Manhattan Cafe, maybe a few exactors and swingers with those 2 horses. A horse like Velvet Season, he's consistent. I thought that was a cracking run after quite some time off the track. Last time out, he ran 4th behind Fiery Duke. If he doesn't just need one more run, I think that Velvet Season will be right there. 6-year-old son of Trippy. Apprentice Schlingwa gets it right, so there's 4 kgs off the back of Velvet Season, which will certainly help his chances in this race. National Flag, Warren, a bit of a surprise winner last time out. We know that Denver did go a ridiculous pace in that race, which probably did play into the hands of National Flag. He was sitting second, and then he did win a nice race. He fought on gamely at the business end of things, but a bit of a surprise last time out.
I do know that the stable quite fancied National Flag last time out at Hollywood Bet Scottsville over 2-4 because that stat was good over the 2-4 at Scottsville, and had 1 run over the distance, and it was a good effort. But you look at National Flag's overall form, and I'm happy to admit it. I didn't really fancy National Flag on that day, and I don't know too many did because the horse started at 20 to 1, odds of 20 to 1 about National Flag. But he won. He won. That's the most important thing, and he won a good race, beating Madiba's Kappa. It was his 11th bite at the Cherry. So I'm not really in his camp. I wasn't really in his camp on that occasion, and I'm not really in his camp come Monday because, he might go on and win 3 in a row. But yeah, I just haven't been in National Flag's camp. He was an outsider when winning his maiden. He was the 6th fastest finishing, still won. Donald Geertsen takes weight off. He only gets 50.5 kilograms. So, yeah, he's in the race and he's certainly got a chance. He comes from a stable of Paul Lafferty, who's in banging form. They're having winner after winner. But no, I don't particularly like National Flag. Karari's Cowboy, I respect your thoughts and opinions there. King's Cove, 406 days. Velvet Season, 820 days since he's last won. His last 2 starts, he had valid excuses. He was built for a run in his penultimate start. He had to check and ease at a crucial stage in the race last time. So certainly valid excuses for Velvet Season. But it's a 69 handicap. You run the race over 3 times, you're going to get 3 or 4, 3 different results. But I'm looking for Manhattan Cafe to maybe follow up and win again.
Well, you've heard it from Warren. He's in the camp of horse number 3, Manhattan Cafe. I'm going to go with the 2, Karari's Cowboy, and then the 3, Manhattan Cafe. So as I mentioned earlier, maybe a few exactors with horse number 2, Karari's Cowboy, and the 3, Manhattan Cafe, and maybe even a few swingers.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.